Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how I get this super natural look that I actually wear whenever I decide to wear makeup to work. I want something that is simple, to the point, and does not take a lot of effort, because when it is 7 o'clock in the morning, you are not trying to spend an entire day getting your eyeshadow perfect, putting on contour. No, you just want to look presentable and get out the door. So this is how I do it, and if you'd like to see how I get this look, then go ahead and keep on watching. Alright, so no matter what I'm doing, if I'm going to work or not, I always have to prime my eyelids before I start with anything. I like to prime my eyes and then my face and then go back in with my eyeshadow. So let's start with priming my eyes. So today I'm going to use my Milani eyeshadow primer. I'm sure you guys are gonna be sick of me using this, but I pretty much use it every time because it is like the best eyeshadow primer and it's super cheap. So I'm just gonna prime my lids. I like to prime the top, like where my eyelid actually is, and then I also like to apply like under my eye because I don't like to apply regular primer there. And you know, you want your concealer to stick to something. If your concealer has nothing to stick to, then, you know, that's not good. Alright, so next I'm going to use a regular primer. So I normally will go in with eye primer, then regular primer, just so those can soak in before I actually put any products on top of them. So like I said, I have combination skin, so on my lowercase T-zone, I'm going to use the NYX Shine Killer. I'm just going to put that in my lower T-zone. And this is a really amazing primer. I like to use it when I'm going to be going to work because I know that I'm not going to get oily with this primer. No matter what foundation I put over it, it is not going to get oily. I'm not going to look like a grease ball after being at work for 8 hours. So that's my whole thought behind using this. And plus it's actually like, it almost feels moisturizing, which is weird. But yeah, it's really good. So you could probably apply it to your entire face if you're a combination skin, but I like to apply 2 different primers because it's just what I like to do. Alright, so then for the rest of my face, the dry parts of my face, I'm going to use the Too Faced Hangover RX primer. It's a really, really great primer if you have dry skin because it's super moisturizing and it's really comfortable on the skin, but it doesn't really make your skin greasy, which is nice, so it's a really good primer. Just going to apply this on my forehead, bottoms of my cheeks, right here under my nose, and I like to put it a little bit down my neck. And I love the way this primer smells. Oh my goodness. It's almost like, I don't know, it reminds me of the beach a little bit. It's really nice. So I'm just going to use a regular face powder to set that primer on my lids. It's going to be that same Urban Decay primer that I used in my Chit Chat Get Ready With Me, where I basically have like none of it left. So, you know, I gotta use it up somehow. And then I'm going to go in with my eyeshadow. Now, since I'm just going to be going to work today, I really don't want to use a really harsh look. You know, I don't want to use a whole bunch of colors because I want to look natural. When I'm at work, I want to look almost like I'm not wearing foundation and I'm not wearing eyeshadow, but you know, just to make it look a little bit more put together. So this is the eyeshadow palette I'm going to be using. My Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. And this is what the inside looks like. It's really, really pretty. I'm sure you guys have all seen this eyeshadow palette. It's been out forever. But yeah, I really like it. So I'm going to use this shade Salted Caramel, and I'm going to put it all over my crease with just like a crease brush. This is my Wet n Wild brush. There's my little Wet n Wild brush. It's a little dirty, but you know, it's okay. And as you can see, that just kind of gave a little bit of structure to my eyes. So here's a close-up of my eyes just so you can kind of see that, you know, it just has a little bit of color to it now. It makes it look a little bit more put together. It looks like I put in a little bit of effort. But this is the only eyeshadow I'm actually going to use on my eyes because I want it to look simple. I want to look like, you know, I just basically have no makeup on and I have perfect skin. That's kind of what I want it to look like. Alright, so now I'm going to go in with my foundation, and a foundation that I know that I can put on in the morning and it will look just as good as when I first applied it when I get home in the evening is my Hourglass Vanish Stick foundation. I know no matter what, it is gonna look really good when I get home in the evening, so I'm just gonna use a few little stripes all over my face. And I like to put a little bit on my neck as well. And I'm going to use my little Flower Beauty sponge to blend it out. I like this foundation because it has like a natural finish to it. It looks just like your skin. And honestly, I feel like as I wear it, it actually looks prettier. It's really nice. And it does not bring out my oils, which is surprising because it's not meant for combination skin. It's pretty much just meant for like normal skin types, but it really does look really pretty. I feel like anybody could wear it, unless you're like really, really oily. But I feel like if you have a good primer on, you could probably still get away with it. But this is definitely a medium coverage foundation. And I like more medium coverage when I'm at work and more full coverage, you know, on the weekends and stuff like that. And then for concealer, I'm going to use my NYX HD concealer because since I used a medium coverage foundation, I don't want to use a full coverage concealer because it just kind of looks weird. So I'm just going to put that under my eyes, on my chin a little bit, oops, down the bridge of my nose, and right here on my forehead. And then I also like to use it to kind of spot conceal the areas of my face that still you could see, because I have some little friends, little acne friends that are visiting right now, so they need to be covered up. I'm just gonna blend this back out with that same sponge. And as you can see, this concealer doesn't super brighten, which is okay because this is just like a normal everyday look, so I'm not trying to look super highlighted or crazy. If I was doing something super full coverage, then yeah, I would want to go about 2 shades lighter on my concealer. But since we're just going to be going to work, I want to look just like skin, like I said earlier. Now I'm going to go in with my Peach Perfect powder, and I'm going to apply that again on the areas that I just put that concealer down, like I always do. Now I'm not going to bake, I'm just going to kind of press that into my skin with the Flower Beauty sponge. Not really looking to bake today, because I don't want to spend all day on my makeup when I'm getting up that early. Like honestly, nobody's got time for all that. And then for the rest of my face, the parts that I did not put that powder on, I'm going to use this Wet n Wild pressed powder. This is the Photo Focus powder, and I'm going to use a dense brush to apply it. Now, even on days when I'm just gonna be going to work, I have to bronze up my skin, because if I just leave it like this and put on a little blush, I am going to look crazy. I have like such pale skin that I really pretty much always need a bronzer. So today I'm going to use my Essence Sun Club Matte Bronzing Powder. It's a really great powder. I think it's only like, I don't know, like maybe $3 or $4, and you can get it at Ulta. It's really, really good. So I'm just going to use this little stippling brush to apply it on my forehead. And this also smells really good. It smells like summertime, kind of like the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. And now I'm going to apply blush, and I really wanted to use something natural because I don't want it to really like stand out on my face. So I'm going to use this Too Faced Love Flush blush in the shade Baby Love. I don't know why that was such a tongue twister, but here's what the inside of that looks like. Super pretty, super natural. And I'm going to use this Moda brush. It's the pointed blush brush, so I'm going to use that to apply. I actually got this in a BoxyCharm, and it is really good. Now we got a little bit of color to our cheeks, a little color on the rest of our face. We're looking better. And I still like to apply highlighter just because I really, really like highlighter, but I want to use a super, super natural highlighter that just kind of looks like I'm glowing from within. So my favorite highlighter, like it's pretty much my favorite highlighter of all time, but it's especially good when I'm going to work, is the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter. It is so incredibly natural, and I believe this highlighter is like $3 at Ulta. It is amazing. When I apply it, you'll see what I mean. I'm zooming you guys in just so you could see how pretty this highlighter is. And I'm gonna be using my Wet n Wild highlighting brush. My little Wet n Wild highlighting brush, I got it as part of that unicorn collection. It's so pretty. Whew, look at that. See how pretty that is? But then when you're looking straight up at me, you can't actually see it. It's just from when I'm looking to the side, which is what I really like about it. So, you know, when I'm out like on the playground with the kids, they're like, oh, look at that glow. But then when I'm in class, you don't really notice it as much, and that's what I like about it. It also has absolutely no shimmer, no glitter. It is just glow. I love it. It's literally gorgeous. It's beautiful. Zoomed back out again. Now, for eyebrows, normally when I go to work, I don't put in a ton of effort. I just kind of like to use a brow mascara. So I'm gonna use this NYX Tinted Brow Mascara, and this is in the shade Blonde, I believe. Yes, Blonde. So I'm just gonna kind of brush through my eyebrows. I don't feel like I need to put in a lot of effort because it's just little kids that are gonna be seeing me. They're not gonna be like, oh, Miss Brittany, why do your eyebrows look like that? They don't care. For mascara, I'm going to use my Tarte Lights Caramel Lashes Mascara. This is just like a sample, but it's really good. Alright, so I'm just going to apply that. Alright, and then I'm going to set my face. Today I'm going to use this ColourPop Aventurine. I think it's how you say it. Aventurine, yeah, I'm gonna use this setting spray. This is one that's for oil control. I actually like the setting spray, but I do not really like this spritzer on it. It's like kind of intense, so I do it really far away from my face. Kind of feels like it's raining on me, but since I just end up pressing it in with a beauty sponge, it doesn't really matter. But if you don't press in your setting spray with the beauty sponge, then you're probably not gonna like this because I feel like you get little droplets all over your face. But you know, it works out for me. And then the last step in this look is a lipstick, obviously. So I'm going to use my Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit, and this is in the shade Nudist Peach because I want a lipstick that is going to last all day. I only want to have to reapply it like once throughout the day because I really only have one real chance to do that, and that's on my lunch break. So this is a really great lipstick for that. And plus it's more like of a natural color. When you've got like a natural look on your face, you don't want to go in with something really intense for your lip color. So this is what I like to do. And yeah, that's pretty much it. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Honestly, you have no idea how much I appreciate it. Make sure before you leave that you subscribe to my channel. Comment down below what you would like to see in my next video. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked seeing this natural look for work. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye!